Hi there everyone, I'm Rose Jacobs and you're watching Trending News on Kalkine TV. Today we throw some light on Walmart stocks that are shooting upwards after beating fourth quarter expectations and raising its guidance. New York Stock Exchange listed Walmart declared its fourth quarter and fiscal 22 results, beating analysts' expectations for profit and sales on Thursday. The stock rose 2.63% to US $137.04 in the pre-market after the results. In its fourth quarter earnings, the company reported revenue increased by 0.5% year over year to US $152.9 billion in the fourth quarter. The operating income grew by 7.3% to US $5.9 billion. The consolidated net income to the company rose to US $3.56 billion from a net loss of US $2.09 billion in the year ago quarter. Earnings per share diluted advanced to US $1.28 from a loss earnings per share diluted of $0.74 in the same period of the previous year. Its inventory levels went up by 26% globally and 28% in the US, but affected by higher goods and transit costs. However, it managed to keep its operating expenses almost flat. Let's look at the full year 2022 earnings. Walmart reported total revenue increased 2.4% year over year. The Walmart US segment comparable sales grew by 6.4% in the financial year 2022, while net sales rose by 6.3% from the previous year. Net sales for the Walmart International segment declined 16.8%, and Sam's Club segment net sales grew 15.1% in fiscal 2022. It reported an 11.3% increase in the membership income. Walmart US e-commerce sales grew by 11%, driven by its marketplace growth and fulfillment services in the US, India and Mexico. The company added roughly 20,000 new sellers to the US marketplace. Moreover, its net income came in at US $13.6 billion, an increase of 1.2% year over year for the financial year 2022. The GAAP earnings per share came in at $4.87 and the adjusted earnings per share was $6.46. Its operating cash flow decreased around 33% due to costly inventory and other purchases to support sales and wage payments. Out of the operating cash flow, it paid $6.2 in dividends and $9.8 billion for share repurchase, which is around 50% of the US $20 billion authorised last year. Looking at the full year 2023 guidance, Walmart expects consolidated net sales to increase around 3% in constant currency. Comparable sales for Walmart US to grow slightly above 3%. The earnings per share growth is expected to increase in the mid-single digits. The company expects to increase the capital expenses on automation, technology and supply chain at the upper end of 2.5% to 3% of net sales in the financial year 2023. Walmart's revenue and net income grew despite pandemic disruptions. It currently employs some 2.3 million associates. Around 230 million customers and members visit its stores and clubs in 24 countries and e-commerce websites every week. Currently, it has a market capitalization of $378.3 billion. And the bottom line is this: though the supply chain costs were high, Walmart's massive presence worldwide helped generate growth. Walmart Connect, the ad unit, saw a 136% increase in active US advertisers. And that's all for now in this edition of Trending News, but keep watching Kalkine TV for more news and info on the economy and markets. I'm Rose, signing off.